Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a bit of a bittersweet video. I'm excited to put the exhaust on the bike, but I'm a little bit sad. As you know, it's been about 3 weeks since I put up a video. I've been getting a lot of messages, why are you not filming and whatnot. Unfortunately, Rory has decided to leave Santa Barbara Ducati, and he's no longer going to be our mechanic here on the channel. There is a chance he's kind of working on some things here locally, and if those things come through, then there is a chance that he would be back on the channel and I could be doing some builds with him. I'm not going to go into any of that kind of details. Him and I are on great terms. Everything's fine in that regard. He just had some things that he wanted to try out, and obviously I'm going to fully support him, even if it's not the best thing for me. You know, I want the best for him, and we're still friends and everything like that. So yeah, I know everybody on the channel really liked him. If I had known that other video could have been the potentially last video that Roy was going to be on the channel, I would have let him say goodbye and everything, whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. I know everyone liked him. Obviously we did too. We're gonna miss him, but for now he's still locally in the area. We still get to see him and whatnot, but yeah, we'll see what happens moving forward. In the meantime, John, the service manager, is gonna help us out today with installing the exhaust, and then they're in the process of hiring a new mechanic, and then he will be working on the bikes moving forward. So it's just one of those things I have no control over. I'm trying to roll with the punches, do the best I can for you guys, and it is what it is. So we're heading back down to Santa Barbara Ducati. We're gonna unbox the full Akrapovic titanium exhaust system with the help of Christina. We're gonna weigh it, find out how much weight savings we have, and then we're gonna put the exhaust on the bike. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. All right, we brought the Batmobile down today, AKA Christina's car. I'll tell you what, man, we were driving Lamborghinis and stuff the other day, and Christina said the same thing when she got back into her car. That interior and the ride quality and even the looks and everything and the price, very tough to beat car. That's a legendary car right there.
I fall in love even more with my car.
Yeah, like it's obviously the Lamborghinis are completely different. They're over the top, they're aggressive, they're exotic and everything, but that Corvette's sick, and I felt the same thing about my car too. I love my car. So anyway, we're here. Let's get started. All right, so here's the state of our V2. Not ideal time to pass it over to someone else. John's got his hands, his work cut out for him, but obviously he's done this stuff his whole life. So you guys probably remember John from doing the PDI on the bike. He helped us do the unboxing and everything like that. So he's gonna take over for today. What I'm hoping to get done today is just to get the exhaust installed and into a point where we can start it up and hear the sound difference and everything like that. We're not putting the whole bike back together because we still have to do radiator guards, and then we have heat shielding stuff to do, and then we're gonna be putting parts on as we put it back together, so it's gonna be a process. So yeah, that's where it's at today. It's good to see the bike again, and I'm excited to put this exhaust on. I think what we'll do first is unbox the exhaust and find out how much it weighs. All right, so time to unbox the Akrapovic full titanium exhaust system. This exhaust will set you back $5,400. That's how much this puppy costs. What are you doing, getting text messages in the middle of the video? Oh, she's so busy, guys. Christina's so busy.
I am supposed to be going to the pumpkin patch.
Oh, going to the pumpkin patch. I said I would go. I said I would go,
he said he'd go.
But just not when I have to do work.
He's putting words, nope,
yeah.
Nope, that's not true. Roast him in the comments below. Who wants to go to the pumpkin patch with me?
No one does. No one wants to go to the pumpkin patch. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at each of these parts.
And our Christmas blanket. That's
one of the headers. Yeah, we're starting Christmas early here. So that is one of the header pipes right there. Looks beautiful. You can see the welding is just insane. Okay, so I think Akrapovic says this system is supposed to add 8 to 12 horsepower. And then I'm not sure what the weight savings is. There's another header pipe you can see right there. Insane. How light are they, teens?
Super light.
She's trying not to finger it up.
Trying not to finger it.
Yeah. I've talked about it a lot. That's a mid pipe or connector piece there. Titanium will change colors, and any oils that are on it will, you can literally see fingerprint marks on it. So obviously we'll clean all of this off anyway when we're done, but there's a long connector piece that is beautiful.
Ooh, it's like a question mark.
Yeah, so that goes around the bottom. That's around the back.
The bottom?
The back and the bottom. The bottom. That looks really cool right there. And this actually covers that piece. So this is the new heat shield in the back, which is full carbon. Very nice.
Important stuff's coming up.
Look at this. Yeah. So the mufflers are coming up. Absolutely stunning system. Look at that. I can't wait to see how much weight this saves. There's the big bell of the ball right there. Don't cut it, teens. What does it say? don't use.
That's not. This is not a
That's
razor
true.
blade.
That is true.
Is not a razor
That's a much
blade.
bigger blade. Okay, open her up. Let's see what we got. This is like Christmas, man. I know a lot of people have been basically waiting to see what kind of weight savings there is and how much power this makes, because they said they were going to order it for their bike depending on the results from my video. So, man, it's going to be interesting to see. I'll give you my opinion too if I think it's worth the $5,400. Show us the other side. That's.
There it is.
That
Oh,
is
so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh,
wow,
gorgeous.
look at that. So they did do some updates from this system from the old 959. So this one has been updated. They call it the Evo system evolution from the 959 system. And there's the other side too. Damn, look at that back, teens. Give us a flex. She's been working really hard in the gym.
It's gonna be bigger than Preston's.
Bigger than Preston's back. Wow, look at that. Okay. There's a very fine line, I think, on a woman where like being in shape is sexy, and then once it starts to get to like manly levels, I feel like
bigger than Jaret.
yeah, then it's not sexy anymore, in my opinion. But everybody's different. So there's the other one. You want to turn that around? I guess it looks exactly the same. Yeah. So one on the left side, one on the right side. They come underneath the bike, so it'll stay just like how the stock exhaust was, except obviously a lot smaller. These do have baffles in. What we'll do is we'll leave these baffles in until we get a startup, and you guys can hear a sound test with baffles in and baffles out. So there's all of the parts right there, the mufflers, all of the connector pipes. And now we're gonna put it all back in the box. Oh, it also does come with the high flow sprint filter, and then the up map is actually on the computer, and you just get credit for it once you purchase the exhaust, and then you put the up map on the bike.
Before?
Yes, 31 pounds was before, so now we can weigh all this and find out how much this weighs.
Let's do it.
All right, so we gently laid everything in there. We're weighing it exactly like we did with the other one. We just put it all in the box and put it on the scale, so hold on. Okay, you wanna show them the weight there? Looks like 17.5 pounds. So 31 minus 17.5. That's about 13.5 pounds of weight savings, which is, I guess 15, I think, oh no, Rory guessed 15, I guessed 18. So it is a little bit less than what I thought it would be. I was thinking of the Acra system for the V4, which actually saves a little bit more since these mufflers are a little bit bigger, but still 13.5 pounds of weight.
Still a lot
savings.
of, a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight, and you're definitely going to notice that on top of the sound and the horsepower. So I'm happy with that. Let's get this off before it falls down. All right, teens, thank you for your help. You're officially dismissed. You can go enjoy the pumpkin patch without me. I told you I would go.
Oh, yeah, right.
On a time that's not.
Do not let him fool you guys.
It's not. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him.
I will see you when it's together.
Yeah, you'll be here for a startup.
Peace.
Okay, bye. We'll miss you. Okay, so the first thing we're doing is transferring over the heat shielding from the header, the front header, I believe this is, and some of the clips and things like that. So we're just going to transfer everything over to this one. And it's funny that this was all one long pipe, but in the Acra system they actually separated them. That's pretty wild. So that's probably what this clamp is for, what I'm guessing. Yeah. To connect these two pipes, this one and this one, right? It's actually nice. They sent a look at the book of directions, guys.
It's thick.
Look at that.
It's a thickie.
It is for this one. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Isn't that the pipe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that. Oh yeah. I forgot that's the heat shield mount too as well.
Oh, the heat shield mounts to it. Yeah. There you go. Look at this. This is insane, guys. I'm so glad John is doing this. I know about stuff like when it comes to talking about it, but when it physically comes to doing it, no, this shit is no joke, dude. This is like a real life Lego. I can't believe how many pages this is. Like how does a company like, here you go, all right, go ahead and install that. It's crazy. All right, so we got everything attached here. Heat shield is on. That actually didn't fit exactly how it should, so it took a lot more time than it should have, but apparently that's pretty common. So if you're doing this at home, I would just say don't. So anyway, moving on, putting the header on, mid pipe, getting it all lined up first, and then we're gonna put the header nuts on. Yep. And tighten them down.
You got it.
So Preston just was talking to me, said they got a V2 in white in, another one. So this is not our build series bike, this is a new bike, and it is for sale. A lot of people are asking me about the V2s and the white paint scheme, when they would be available. They have one right here at Santa Barbara Ducati, so if you want one, hit up Victor, Preston, Trevor down here at Santa Barbara Ducati. They do have two red ones, which still look really, really good as well. And they have a bunch of cool multi-stratas in here. Also, Pikes Peak, that one is freaking so badass. And then two of my favorite bikes in this showroom, X Diavel, you guys remember my build on that one. And then this Diavel 1260S, which is very, very tempting. It's a toss-up between black or the silver from this one. Just such a beautiful bike, guys. Such a badass bike. So anyway, if you guys want bikes, Scramblers, they got stuff available. They've been selling a lot of bikes, which is really makes me really happy. Still have that black Monster. They have a V4 in here now. Did not know that. Look at that. But yeah, that Monster's also super sick. 1200S. You guys saw my first ride on that one. They also have some Hyper Motards, the good ones too, the SPs, 950s. So yeah, if you guys want bikes, hit them up. All right, so while I was filming the bikes up front, John got all of this tightened down. All the header nuts are tightened down. This thing's into place. He tightened up or installed the lambda sensor, plugged all that stuff in. Next, we're gonna do the rear header, I believe, and probably the collector pipes. And it's like a giant Chinese torture puzzle. So things go together, take them off, put them on. It's wild. So I'm trying not to be too abrasive right now to him since he's not used to being on camera. We'll let him take it easy for a couple days before we go off on him, huh? Yeah, I'm sure the YouTube comments. Yeah, I'm sure the YouTube comments are already gonna go off on him, but
super nice.
It's all good. All right, so we got the collector pipe in there. Put the top pipe. This is my favorite part of the whole exhaust. I know it's the part that makes your ass heat up like crazy, but it just looks so cool. Like, look how beautiful that is. All the titanium parts. So he's kind of leaving some wiggle room on everything. He's still putting the nuts on and everything like that, but he's just kind of letting some wiggle room because if you guys remember back when we did the it was the 1299 exhaust, the mufflers were such a bitch and we had to loosen everything up. Obviously he already knows that, but so yeah, so we're gonna leave some wiggle room here, but it's starting to come together. Look at that, it's beautiful, such a beautiful system. I do think this is the most beautiful exhaust system in existence, and I don't think anything will ever look as good as this one does moving forward. Yeah, isn't that insane? How the fuck do you get welds that look like that? Those are machine welding, probably, huh?
You know, it's supposed to be hand-built stuff,
yeah.
But I think they're machine welding.
There's no way. All right, rear header nuts are on. Once again, I think he gave him a little bit of, what are you laughing at, Preston? Look at him.
They're not fully torqued yet.
Not fully torqued yet. Yeah. And then putting springs on, and then we'll be moving along. Lambda sensor will go there. Look at, it's just crazy how beautiful this thing is. I love it. Once we get some heat through it, it's gonna turn blue. It's gonna look incredible. Okay, so we're at the point now where we're ready to reattach the rear subframe, but before we do that, we have to remove the stock heat shielding. And I realized I never weighed this, since that's gonna be a lot heavier than this. This is, you know, maybe a quarter of a pound, if that. This could be a pound or two. So I'm gonna have to reweigh that. That'll get added to the stock weight, which right now we're at 13.5 pounds. Hopefully we can get to maybe this will be 1.5 pounds and we'll get to 15 pounds of weight savings. And I was telling John, we had already saved over 7 pounds on the first stuff that we did to the bike. So we're already over 20 pounds of weight savings, which is pretty freaking insane. Yeah, we're gonna try and get this puppy as light as we possibly can. All right, so I knew this thing was heavy, guys, but I didn't know it was gonna weigh 3 pounds. So there you go. That means we were at 13.5 pounds. You add the 3 pounds from this, 16.5 pounds of weight savings from the full titanium Akrapovic exhaust. That is freaking awesome. Now we're gonna prep this guy and put it back on the bike. All right, so we got the heat shield attached. Looks so much better than that other one. Obviously a lot lighter as well, and it's ready to go on. So it's gonna start to look like a bike again. Yeah. Once the subframe's back on, and actually, I'm gonna give him a hand. All right, so we got the rear subframe on. It is loosely attached just in case we need to move stuff around. Right now we're gonna start fitting the mufflers, which can be a bit of a bitch.
We can take the baffles out too.
Yeah, well actually I wanna leave those in.
Leave them in?
Can you leave them in and then we'll take them out? I wanna do a sound before and after.
Absolutely.
Or actually, are they impossible to get out once it's on the bike?
They're a little hard, but we can.
Maybe we'll just take them out then. All right, we're using some sort of torture device right now to get this thing out of here.
It's called a slide hammer, people.
Slide hammer? Okay, looks like something you use in the bedroom. Unbelievable. Jeez, there it is. That was the culprit. Okay, yeah, there was no way we would have got that out with that on the bike. No. So if you guys are using this exhaust, take the baffles out first.
Yeah, they'll expand and get stuck there.
Crap. All right, so we got the right side muffler on, looking freaking juicy. Don't worry, we will clean all the smudges off before we start the bike. And actually, I don't think that's gonna happen in this episode. It's already getting too late, and Teens has class, so she has to come pick me up here shortly. but it's looking really, really good. I think we're gonna move on to the other side. We gotta remove that baffle and then put that one on. All right, so next muffler going on. This one is a bit more of a bitch to get it lined up properly, but that's probably gonna be where we stop today, just because, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff we still gotta plug in. We still gotta get in there for a filter, the tank, the up map. I don't wanna rush it to start it up just to start it up for you guys. You'll just have to wait for one more video, but the good news is John's down to help out until the new mechanic starts, so we should be able to just come back in tomorrow or Saturday, the next day, and so it won't be another 3 weeks until you guys see a video. So, all right, Teener Wieners has arrived. What do you think of the exhaust, teens? I'm sorry, we're not gonna be able to start it for you today.
It looks good.
You gotta come over here. You gotta come over. This is where the cool side is. So like, look at that cool ass pipe coming out of there.
It looks good, but it's gonna look even better when
and then all
turns
the underneath there. So 16.5 pounds of weight savings.
Where'd you get the extra?
How sick is that? There was a heat shield that was on the subframe that we had forgotten about, and when I removed it and weighed it, it was 3 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, so 16.5 pounds
Good
of weight
job,
savings. Yeah. John did a good job, dude. And so yeah, we still have to take a lot of this apart to get the filter in there, and then we got to put the gas tank on, we got to put the up map in, so there's no point of rushing to do all that. It would take another couple hours probably. So yeah, I think that's you like that? But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. So there's a bird flying around in here. Great. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, you can enter to win this bike, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. Bear with us while we get used to the things over here. John's gonna be helping us out. We got another mechanic coming in. Hopefully we'll meet him maybe on the next video. And it's gonna be fun, guys. I'm excited. Obviously we're sad to see Rory go. Drop him a comment in the drop him a comment down below wishing him good luck on his future endeavors. And that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a like, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.